All right, so I want to pivot now. Let's talk about the recession or supposed recession that Trump has been hinting at a little bit, and other people have been, asking him about. Essentially, he sat down with Maria Bartiromo from Fox News, and basically she asked him the question, and he had some interesting choice of words. So let's go. All right, guys, as some of you may know, I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan. I've been searching all over Netflix to watch Dragon Ball episodes, but unfortunately, Netflix here just doesn't have them. But you know which version of Netflix does? Netflix Japan. Some of you might be wondering, how on earth am I accessing Netflix Japan, right? Well, that's where NordVPN comes in. NordVPN is one of the top VPN services out there. It allows you to mask your location and browse securely, which is perfect for protecting your privacy. Plus, NordVPN can basically change your location to anywhere in the world with just a few clicks. So it's just as easy as that. That's how I'm able to access Netflix Japan and binge all of the Dragon Ball episodes that I can fathom. It's not just about watching international shows, however. NordVPN adds an extra layer of security basically as you're browsing, so your personal information stays safe and your online activity remains private. If you want to unlock more content and protect your privacy online, head over to nordvpn.com/Harariboy to get over 70% off a 2-year subscription plus 3 months free. And if you don't like it, you can cancel within 30 days and get a money back guarantee. It is worth the peace of mind and extra content you'll have access to. Thank you.
Let me stay on the economy for a moment because there are rising worries about a slowdown. You've got the Atlanta Federal Reserve saying we're going to have a contraction in the first quarter. Look, I know that you inherited a mess, and you said that the other night.
I've only been here,
but are you expecting a recession this year?
I hate to predict things like that. There is a period of transition because what we're doing is very big. We're bringing wealth back to America. That's a big thing. And there are always periods of, it takes a little time. It takes a little time. But I think it should be great for us. I mean, I think it should be great. It's going to be great ultimately for the farmer. You know, don't forget, I made the deal with China on a farmers where they had to buy $50 billion worth of product. $50 billion from 15 to 50.
Did they follow up and do it?
They did it when I was president. What happened is when Biden was president, they didn't buy any longer. Yeah, because there was nobody to call him. I used to call President Xi. I said, you got to do me a favor. You got to, live up to that agreement. And he was great. He did.
Before you came into the Oval Office the first time, you were a very successful businessman, very successful real estate executive. And a lot of people said, oh, this is the business president. This is it. He's watching the stock market. He knows all about, he doesn't want the market to go down. And now we've got tariffs and the market has been going down.
Well, not much. I mean, in all fairness,
you said, look, we're going to have a disruption, but we're okay with that. Is that what you meant? The stock market going down was the disruption? What other disruption were you alluding to?
Look, what I have to do is build a strong country. You can't really watch the stock market. If you look at China, they have a 100-year perspective. We have a quarter. We go by quarters.
That's true.
And you can't go by that. You have to do what's right. What we're doing is we're building a tremendous foundation for the future, tremendous foundation. Everything's been taken away. We don't make ships anymore. We don't, you just saw one of the biggest shipbuilders in the world, one of the biggest shipping people in the whole world.
In the Oval Office with you.
In the Oval Office. He's announcing a $20 billion investment in the United States, which he would have never done except for this. But look at this. Honda, Toyota, they're all coming in. You take a look at what's happening. The chip maker, the greatest chipper, Mr. Wei, the biggest in the world by far, is going to spend $200 billion on making a massive plant to make chips.
So that's your message? Build it here?
Build it here. There's no tariff.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. Essentially, that kind of ties back to what I said. This is a very temporary thing, hopefully, that we'd have to go through. But essentially, the idea, I mean, for the tariffs to begin with is to make companies build here, bring jobs back here, and everything like that. I feel like that gets lost in the mix with everything that gets said about this, all the panic and hysteria about tariffs. we have to come to a realization that a lot of our job market has fled the country. Or, as a matter of fact, a lot of our n- domestic companies that have stayed in the country are outsourcing elsewhere as well. So there's two things going on, and this is making the job market pretty scarce. And we just grew accustomed to the scarcity of the market, hoping for new jobs to appear and things like that, and saying goodbye to our old jobs. Well, imagine if we had both. Imagine if we had new jobs and the old jobs coming back, like, the automotive industry again, like that's huge. And we'll talk about, the manufacturing jobs that just been added. It's a huge number, but overall, I mean, I see the economy flourishing in the near future. So, like Trump joked, I mean, everyone, we analyze, and we do an analysis on the economy every quarter on a quarterly basis. I mean, companies look at one quarter or 2 quarters, and they panic, and that's when they do the layoffs and stuff, unfortunately. Whereas other places, they look at their economy overall over the past 100 years, like he said, and things like that. It's just a different setup, so things are a lot more like in the now here, unfortunately. But that being said, I mean, as long as you're preparing for it and it doesn't come out of nowhere like 2008 did, then I mean, it's just a storm, small storm, hopefully that we all can weather and then reap the benefits of, in the near future.
So, do you have a minute to connect? Let's Minect. That's right, guys. I'm officially on Minect now. You guys can go ahead and book me. I will be offering financial as well as career coaching based off of the Dave Ramsey principles, of course. So yeah, feel free to contact me, connect with me on Minect, and I look forward to speaking with each and every single one of you.